Hey everyone, this is Leisha with Cooking Without Measure on this magnificent Monday. How are you today? I'm praying you had a wonderful weekend and a wonderful beginning of your week. Well, I'm here with this week's video and I'm actually making some soup. I know some of you might be like, what? Soup as hot as it is? But let me tell you, there's certain foods I feel that you can eat all year round, and there's certain foods I think you should eat around certain times of the year. And one of those things is macaroni and cheese. I cannot eat macaroni and cheese like during this time because it's just so hot. It gets hot and it's heavy to me. So now, but with soup, I can eat soup all the time. I can eat soup. I can eat chili now. But today I'm making some soup. I don't feel 100%. I've had this headache since I woke up this morning. So one of the nagging headaches is like right back here. I feel my sinuses doing some crazy stuff, and I just said some soup. So I was looking for a recipe that uses kale in the soup, and I found a recipe. So this is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you the ingredients that I'll be using to start the soup. And as most of you know, my basic ingredients when I start anything, it's always gonna be garlic, onion, and possibly carrot. And today I got carrots. So I got my garlic, my onion, and my carrot. The soup also calls for chickpeas. So this is 2 cans of chickpeas. I'm adding corn to mine just only because I just want some corn added to it. I'm going to use some Better Than Beyond bouillon. Better Than Beyond bouillon to make the broth, the vegetable broth. I'm also going to use some Orzo. This is actually a pasta. This is not rice. It's actually a pasta. Awesome way. Awesome. You can use it in salad. It's really awesome in salads. It's really, really good. So you can put it with all kind of different vegetables. It holds really well in a pasta. Make a pasta salad out of this. And this is Orzo. I got some kale here, some organic green kale. So I'm excited about putting that in there. I'm starting to figure out what to do with this whole thing. And I just didn't want to do the same old like I usually do. This recipe also calls for some tahini. I like tahini. I use this a lot to make my dressings. I use it to make like a spread for my sandwiches and stuff. And tahini is just, excuse me, pure ground sesame seeds. So if you ever want to pick up some, I got this one from Kroger, but they sell it in pretty much any place, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. It's not the cheapest. I mean, this might be one of the cheapest, so it can be pretty expensive with buying the tahini, but it's really good for a base for your dressings and stuff. And because I don't have any lemons, I'm using lemon juice for this particular recipe. I wish I had some fresh lemon. I don't know, I must have used it all up. I don't know what I used it up on, but this is gonna be part of it. So let's get started. I already got the olive oil. Of course, I'm using my olive oil. I put that at the bottom of the pan. Start out on a medium heat because, like once again, you don't want the olive oil to burn because olive oil cooked at a high heat, and I know I keep repeating this, but olive oil cooked at a high heat will burn. So you don't want it to burn. So I'm cooking at a medium heat. I might just add a little bit more olive oil in there. That's a little bit more. I'm not adding any seasonings to this until the end. I'm gonna add some pepper and some salt. I'm gonna use a white pepper and some kosher salt. That's what I'm gonna use for this. All right, so that's heating up. Let me get my favorite cooking spoon, just one moment. I'm back. So how's everybody been doing? I'm really loving the videos, doing the videos, and I thank you all for your encouragement and your comments. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Once again, your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. I love doing this. This is what I do. I love, love, love to cook. So thank you all for your support with the videos. All right, let me go ahead. I'm gonna add the garlic first. Get it in there. It smells, you know what, garlic, I just love the smell of garlic. Even before it even gets in there. I'm trying to add the garlic in there first. I'm getting a little bit of carrots in there, but it's okay. Just get that started a little bit. And then I'm gonna get everything else added in there. I'm trying to make sure this heat is not too hot. I usually use this other pot, but I said I would use this one this time. Alright, got the flame where I need it. So putting that in there. Now I'm gonna add the onion. You know what? I'm just gonna put it all in there. I don't feel like putting just like that. Not today. Like I said, I got a slight headache. It's just one of those headaches that you have that just will never, it's just like, it lets you know it's there. You know, just like, I'm gonna remind you that you have a headache, just nagging. It's not real intense, but it's enough to just irritate you. And that's what I have. I have an irritating headache right now. I got a pitcher over here to add some water to it once it's sauteed some. So I'm going to add the water to it. And then I'm going to bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, then I'll go ahead and add the chickpeas, the corn, and the orzo. Now, because it doesn't take, you don't have to add the kale now, because if you add the kale now or if you add it too soon, you can usually add the kale at the end of the recipe so that it'll just wilt. You don't want to continue to cook it because it can get really mushy if you cook it too long. So I'm just going to add it at the end because the heat from the soup would make it wilt in there. And it should have still a good texture to it. So that's what you want. You don't want it to be like real mushy. Same thing with spinach. If you're using any type of green, just add it at the end, because if it's hot enough, it will wilt on its own. You don't have to worry about cooking it. Even with stir fries, that's something I would add near the end because you don't really need to cook it. So I'm just cooking this a little bit longer to get those carrots a little tenderized. I'm using shredded carrots. If you have whole carrots, you can cut up whole carrots, however you want to do it. This is what it looks like in the pot. This is simple. Onions, carrot, and garlic. It smells amazing. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil. All right. It's warm today. It's warm. In Michigan, it's warm. It's really like, it's more humid today than anything. So it's like, did I really want to make some soup? And at first I was like, no. Then I was like, yes and no, because it was between this and a pasta dish with the kale. And I just had like a real pasta dish with the pasta sauce. And I said, well, no. So I'm making soup with a pasta, but it's not the heavier noodles. So orzo is more, it's shaped like rice, so it's a smaller pasta. So it's not just a heavy like linguine or something. But I wanted something warm, a belly warmer. I call soups belly warmers. When I was catering and I was doing lunches, that's what I called my soups and chilies belly warmers, because I really believe it just makes you feel good when you get something nice and hot going down. Okay, now I'm going to add the water. I'm going to turn it up once I add the water, because then the water can come to a boil, and then I'll add the chickpeas, the corn and stuff. At this point, I just poured the water in this pitcher so I wouldn't have to walk over to the stove. Stove doesn't have water, so I wouldn't have to walk over to the sink to get the water. Now I'm adding about, I don't know, this much into the water. This is my better than bouillon, so I'm adding this in there, and I'm gonna stir it in the water. It makes a good. The broth turns out so good using this. I love using this. When I wasn't vegan, I used the chicken one. I like the chicken one. So, but I was happy that I was able to find it, the vegetable one. So I'm just gonna stir until it kind of melts in here, mix in here real good. I'm sorry if I sound kind of hoarse. I hope you can hear me clearly, but I'm just mixing that up real good. And like I said, I'm gonna let it come to a boil. I turned the heat up. Let it come to a boil, and then once it comes to the boil, I'm gonna put the orzo and the chickpeas in there. Then after all that gets done, then I'm gonna add the kale. So I hope everybody is having a great day. Today, like I said, it's just one of those days. It's like, you know, humidity seems to just zap your energy. It can really, really zap your energy. It's like when I walked outside today and I was getting up I was clipping some weeds and getting those down, and I was just, wow, and it was earlier this morning. I was like, wow, it's already humid out here, so I can only imagine how the rest of this day is going to be. So I'll see how that goes. Somebody's calling me on my other phone. Hold one moment. Nope, not a, they can leave a message. I'll call them back. Yeah, nothing important. So, I hope everybody is enjoying these videos. Like I said, I really love doing the videos. I'm excited about the videos. This is what I do. I love to cook. Catering is what I've been doing. I haven't been catering as much, but I still I do my seasonings. Yes, I still do my seasonings. I have my barbecue rub. I don't have any. I think this is the only. This is the rub. This is what I have left of my rub, and this is a barbecue rub. And this, you can put it on anything, any type of meat. Any type of meat you can use it on. So I'm still doing my seasoning salt, my house blend, and my no salt please. Now the no salt please has like a blend of herbs and spices. So it's like about 11 herbs and spices mixed together. And that's a lot of the people like that, especially those who are watching their salt intake. So if you're interested, you can always put a comment down here with the video, or you can go to my email, which is ablendofspice@yahoo.com. That's ABLEND of spice, SPICE @yahoo.com. Let me know if you're interested in placing an order. I do ship them out to people, so I can send it to you through the mail. So if you're interested, just put it out there, let me know, and you can put an inquiry into me and I'll tell you what's going on. All right, I'll wait for this to come to a boil. It smells amazing. I always say that, don't I? I always say it smells amazing, but I be telling the truth. I be telling the truth. I don't be just sitting up here saying, oh, it smells amazing just because I'm cooking it. But no, I really means it smells. I really do. I really believe. I really believe that. No. I really say that, and I really mean that. And when I say it smells amazing. Like I said, I saw different recipes for this type of soup, and actually this is considered like a Mediterranean soup. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the colors, the textures. You know, I love colors in my food. I love to see colors, and that's why I use carrots a lot, because I love the orange color. I use corn, especially when I'm doing my stir fries. I use corn and carrots a lot because I love to see the colors, and that's one thing about cooking vegetarian, vegan. It's the colors that excite me, bringing together certain foods, and chickpeas have become like a staple. That is like something I have in my pantry because I use them in salads. I use them to make like a tuna. I made some chickpea burgers over the weekend and put them on the grill. I just posted a picture out on Facebook, just what they look like. I didn't show how I actually made them, but it was a really simple recipe. And what I'll do, one of the videos, I'll show how I made the chickpea burgers. And once again, I took the recipe, made it my own, added my own seasonings, added what vegetables or ingredients that I like. So that's what I did. And with this particular recipe, once again, I just adding corn to it. I just wanted some corn just to give it another layer of texture and flavor to me. So that was in my head. So that's what I did. But it's certain things once you start your journey being vegetarian or vegan that you'll find that there's certain things that you keep in your pantry, certain things that you will always have because those things you will always use. I'm gonna put my phone on silent just a moment. I don't know why these folks keep calling me. I should, there we go. I put it on silent, just because, it'll keep ringing and you'll be like, why is she not answering her phone? But I don't answer the phone during the videos anyway. And I try to let people know I'm getting ready to do a video. So anyway, they can leave a message and I can call them back. So, as I was saying, you'll find certain things that you'll keep in your pantry that you use, that you like to use. It just becomes a staple, and you find, because with the chickpeas, you can make a snack out of the chickpeas. You can put them in the oven and roast it, and you have like a popcorn snack and get crunchy. Make a popcorn snack, and you can add different seasonings to it. You can make it savory by adding like your salts and peppers and cayenne peppers, those type of things. Or you can use, I have used cinnamon and brown sugar on mine, and just made it different ways just so I can have a snack, because one of the things I'm trying to alleviate in my diet is potato chips, and I've been doing pretty good, but I just like to have something crunchy. And I like carrots, but I just don't like to eat them just raw carrots. I'm not just like a raw carrot eater, but I can put them in anything that I cook. And I can put them in salads and sandwiches and stuff like that, and put them in like tunas and stuff like that, but I'm just not like gonna pick up some carrots and just eat them. So anyway, what else I keep in my pantry? You know, I have all like the vinegars, apple cider vinegar. I have some balsamic vinegars. Those type of things you can just build your inventory up, and then you have different things that you can use to make like marinades for the tofu, for tempeh, even marinades for your vegetables. Like I have some balsamic vinegar that I use, and I put green peppers and cucumbers and all the different peppers in it, and onion, and made like a side dish with the vegetables and stuff. So it's like you just build up your inventory, and you don't have to go out and do it all at one time, because yes, it can be expensive if you try to do it all at one time. I keep olive oil, but when I see olive oil, I try to get it, because a lot of times olive oil, Myers just had it where you buy one get one free. So I got that. It was what, six something. I'm sorry, I'm starting to get really hot. I got the window open. I was praying that y'all didn't hear all the traffic going down, because like I'm on the main street, and a lot of times I try to keep the window closed. So this has come to a boil. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the chickpeas in here. I'm going to add the corn. And I'm going to add some orzo. I'm cutting this because I'm not going to even try to open it any other way. So I'm going to add some orzo in here. I think that's enough. And that's going to give it a stir. I'm going to let it cook, because it shouldn't take that long for the orzo and the chickpeas to cook. Maybe about, most pastas take about 7 to 8 minutes. So there, that should be enough. If not, oh well. Like I said, this is cooking without measure. Let me show you what it looks like so far. And this is before I add the tahini and the lemon juice. That's how it looks so far. So I'm gonna turn it down some, because I want it to boil, but I don't want it to be a rapid boil, but I want it to boil at like a rolling boil. That is still boiling, but it's not boiling at a high heat. This smells simply amazing. I love garlic. I'm telling you, I love garlic. I think I used about 6 cloves of garlic in here. So I have about 6 cloves of garlic, maybe about a half an onion, and I don't know, because you can use the whole carrots and you can cut up like whole carrots. I just kind of grab like a handful of carrots and just threw it in there in there. So you can add however many, maybe 3. If you use whole carrots, maybe just 3. That way, you can chop them up and just chop them up round like that. But like I was saying, with your inventory, just build up your inventory. You don't have to build it all in one day. But they say Rome wasn't built in a day. So don't try to build it all in one day, because depending on what you do and what foods you're buying, if you're buying, like if you're gonna buy organic, like I said, I don't buy organic unless it's really, like I get it on sale. Because organic can be very expensive. So I just buy regular vegetables. Some vegetables I may buy frozen. I don't buy all fresh vegetables. Like I have frozen corn. I have some frozen okra, stuff like that. Stuff I can't find sometimes. So I'll buy that. But I don't try to buy too much organic. If I buy organic, it's because it's on sale and it's a really good price. I'm not trying to break the budget. So I try to stick with things that's on sale. I don't buy a lot of frozen fruits. I freeze my own fruits because a lot of times I buy the fruits and I'm using them for smoothies. So I take half of it, put it in the freezer, and then the other half I eat fresh, throughout the day. What else do I do? As far as like, I don't buy any egg replacements. I use the flaxseed, but I know there's egg replacers out there that you can use when your recipe calls for an egg and you don't have, and we know I don't eat eggs, so I use flaxseed meal and I make my eggs. That's what I do, and that's really simple. It's like a 1-to-3 ratio. Flaxseed 1, and then the water 3. You just let it sit. I keep a lot of beans. I have a lot of dry beans that I do keep in stock because I love beans. And I love cooking with beans. I love making soups because I like making lentil soups. I got northern beans, pinto beans, black beans. I have different types of pastas. I have like the chickpea pasta. Once again, someone gave me the chickpea spaghetti pasta, and then I bought the rotini myself. And then I got some black bean rotini pasta. And then I just have some angel hair pasta. And I just buy the ones with no yolk in them, no egg yolk. That's not prepared with eggs. Bread, I don't eat a lot of bread like I used to because a lot of breads have egg in it. So I don't eat it. There are some vegan breads out there, but I kind of cut back on eating a lot of bread. I do use bread. I do use different buns and stuff like that when I have like making hoagies or something like that, or have a burger or chicken sandwich. I use those, but I don't just buy like loaves of bread. I don't buy that, or don't buy dinner rolls and stuff like that. No, I don't do a lot of that. Now sweets and stuff, I don't buy a lot of sweets. If I happen to come upon some sweets or someone gives me sweets, then I have some. I don't buy a lot of sweets. I have a couple of times, and I'm sweating. Let me get a piece of paper towel. Hold on. I said I want to really get into making my own. Whew, there. I really want to get into making my own desserts and stuff instead of buying store-bought. But there are some good vegan desserts out there, and you got vegan carrot cakes. You got the same thing that is in the normal regular foods. You find it in vegan. Somebody has made it. I have tried some of the vegan ice creams. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What else? I'm just trying to think of things that, because I know a lot of people say they don't go vegan or don't want to become vegan is because of the cost. It costs too much. It's this and that. But in actuality, I spend less in food and my groceries. I don't have to go to the grocery store every week. If I go to the grocery store every week, it might be to pick up like something really like one thing that I might be running low on, butter. And oh my goodness, I found, let me show you, I'm so excited, let me show you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Woo! Country Crock plant butter. This is made with almond oil. I got one made with olive oil too. These are the bomb. Oh my goodness, I tell you, it's dairy free. It is so good. I don't miss butter at all as far as the flavor. This right here has the flavor, the texture of butter to me. And you don't taste the almond, like, it's not like when you eat something and it's like, you taste like, if you get honey butter, you can taste the honey in the butter. I don't taste the almond and it's like that. But I was so excited. I was only able to find it at Myers. Thank you, Myers. I've been waiting for it to get over to Kroger, but it'll probably never come to the Kroger that I'm at. And another thing, if you don't know something, look it up. I use the internet a lot when I'm looking up different things, especially like with tempeh and what it's supposed to look like, the textures, you know, what it is, the textures that they are. I look that stuff up. I don't sit there and try to guess because I look at something. I was at the store the other day and I was looking for some tempeh and I was looking at it and I said, this doesn't look right. And right then I pulled my phone out and I was just looking to see, you know, what it looks like and what it's, you know, what it should look like and what it shouldn't look like. And come to find out, all the packages were molded or beginning to mold. So you have to be aware of those things. So I did a lot of research before I started buying stuff, but I just wanted to make sure. I said, wait a minute, is this some blackened tempeh? What's going on? So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't not gonna buy it because I looked at it and thought it was mold and it actually was mold. So sometimes you just have to educate yourself, and there's so many videos out there. I follow certain people on YouTube. You can go out there and look at different people's YouTube channels, and they give you some really good tips about places to go. Like Aldi's is my new place to go to get some of the pre-made foods, like the burgers, the chicken patties, chicken tenders, hot dogs, and stuff like that. They got the bomb mozzarella cheese. I like their mozzarella cheese, but you can go there. Like you got your Trader Joe's, you got your Whole Foods, but once again, those are more on the higher end. But you can find some stuff at your local markets. Myers have a good selection of vegan food. They have a good selection of vegetables and stuff. So you can go to different places, but you just have to go. I shop with a list. I try to go and make sure I have everything I need on the list, you know, and try not to veer from the list. So I'm gonna take some out in a spoon and show you what it looks like. So it's just about done. The Orzo is just about ready. I'm gonna let it cook a few more minutes. Let me see. Can I get that? Why can I never focus? Back it up, Leisha, and put it down a little bit. There you go. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. You got the chickpeas, the corn, the orzo, the carrots in there. And then I'm going to add some kale. The tahini is going to add like some body to it. Like I said, I love tahini. I make a lot of dressings with my tahini and a lot of just sauces to spread on like sandwiches and stuff. When I'm making wraps, I use some of that, make a tahini sauce. I mean, they're really simple because you can just add, most of the time, all I do is add the tahini, lemon juice, and add some seasonings, and that's it. That's my sauce to go on my food. And I'm just sweating. Oh, melt in here. Oh my gosh. Standing by the stove. I'm so sorry. I don't want to become a puddle in front of you, but I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me wash my hands real quick. Oh. I'm getting ready to add the rest of the ingredients in here, and when I add the tahini and the lemon juice, I'm gonna turn it off, and then after I add that, I'm gonna add the kale, just a nice, maybe a couple handfuls of kale in there, mix it up, and then we're gonna add a little salt. I'm using kosher salt. This time, I use kosher salt a lot, but I got some pink Himalayan salt that I thought about using, or I'll use this is really not focused. What's going on? There I am. There I am. Focus better. I'm gonna use some just some plain white pepper. You can put black pepper if you prefer black pepper, but I'm using white pepper, and I'm going to just season it to taste. I'm not gonna over season it. Sometimes I use seasoning, sometimes I don't, depending on what I'm making, and then I'll put it in later because sometimes I don't want to take away from the flavor of the vegetables or the foods and the garlic and stuff that I'm cooking. So that's just about ready. I'm gonna stir up the tahini, because once the tahini will, when you have it not in the refrigerator, but when you put it in the cabinet and you put it in, store it in a cool, dry place, it separates. It's almost like you know when you get those natural peanut butters, that's the way it is. It'll separate. So you just need to stir it and just make sure you get everything all mixed up together once again. And this is the way the tahini looks. That's tahini. So I'm gonna put that in there, and it smells amazing. I say everything smells amazing, but I love tahini. I can, like I said, I can just spread it on. I can just spread it by itself and put it on something. I don't have to mix it with something, but it tastes so good when you put lemon in it. It's just something about the tahini and lemon together. It's just amazing. So that's almost done. Give us a quick stir. Continue to stir this. Be ready to put that in there. I'm gonna give this just one more stir, just to see. That is hot. Yep. The orzo is nice and tender. It plumps up a little. It's not gonna plump up real big, but it plumps up a little. So that is done. I'm gonna add the tahini and the lemon juice. And I probably put three of these in there. 3 of those spoons that I just had. If I need to add more, I'll add more. But right now I'm gonna add the 3. Then I'm gonna add the lemon juice. And then I'm gonna add the kale. But I already turned it off. Like I said, it just gives it a nice, creamy looking texture. And when I add that kale in there, it's going to add another level of color. I'm going to add one more, a little bit more. It's just going to add some more color to it, and that's going to be awesome. Boom. I stirred it in here. It looks amazing. All right, let me add the lemon juice. Now, with the lemon juice, I'm just gonna pour. Not gonna add too much, but I'm gonna add just enough. And I'm gonna taste it to make sure it's enough lemon juice in here. Oh, it's such a pretty color now. Look, it's such a pretty color now. I just want to taste it to make sure the lemon and the tahini. Oh my goodness. Look at that broth. That is so good. Wow. That tastes really, really good. That lemon and tahini is like the best combination in the world. Like I said, I use that a lot when I'm just making me some sauce. Just add a little lemon juice. You can add some garlic to it. And then you got you have a sauce you can put on anything. Thin it out a little bit. You can add some dressing. So, okay. So that's all done. Let me add the kale. It's going to take a few minutes. I just want the kale to wilt. I don't want it to like cook. So I'm going to add a nice handful of kale. A little bit more. And I'm gonna mix that in. And we just gonna wait for it to wilt down. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm on camera or not. I just been walking by the camera. Let me turn it around. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. I'm gonna add some pepper, some white pepper. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, girl, look at you. Oh my. That is beautiful. That is simply beautiful. That's a beautiful soup, y'all. I talk about food like that because food is my thing. Food makes me happy. It's not like I just want to eat food and be, oh, you know, just eat and do that. But I just love to see good food pictured. I love to see, okay, I just added, I'm sorry. I'm excited about this because this is my first time cooking this, and I'm excited the way it turned out, the way it looks. It smells amazing. Let me see if I can. Look at that. I'm moving all the juice around, but if you can see how that looks amazing. I'm getting ready to put it in the bowl because, like I said, the kale just needed to wilt, and once it wilted, you can just serve this up. This will be something good to serve with some, if you have some good old crusty, some type of bread to put with it. Okay, we're gonna give this a taste. This is what it looks like in the bowl. Let me turn this around. See that? Amazing. Simply gorgeous, amazing. Maybe I should have cut the kale up a little bit, but it was already cut. So this is super, super hot, and I am too. I'm sweating. You probably can see the sweat pouring off of me. That is so, so good. I'm sorry. I'm sweating so bad. I probably got tahini all on my face. Hold on. Woo, it is hot in here. I'm back. I had to take them glasses off. As you can see, my face is all shiny. I'm probably all shiny right here. And this bowl is really hot. But this is amazing. I just added a little kosher salt. I added a little white pepper, the kale, the orzo, the chickpeas. All have a good flavor. Listen, if you try this recipe, please, please put it down in the comments. Let me know how you like it, how it come out for you. Like I said, you can use other things. You can put spinach in here. If you have some collard greens, you can put some collard greens in here. Whatever green you have, you just put it in at the end. But I just want to know if you tried any of the recipes. If you do, put it in the comments. Or if you have any recipes you'd like for me to try, put them in the comments. I want to thank you again for all your support. Have a wonderful rest of your day. More importantly, you be blessed. And more importantly, you be a blessing to someone. Bye for now.